Facebook, what's going on? I hope everybody's having a great week and a great start to your Friday. I'm looking at this. Facebook has updated they've updated the way you can do these live streams. So I'm just taking a look at all the bells and whistles here. But I'm gonna get right into my points in a minute. I don't know how Facebook does the letting people know that I'm going live, but as y'all are coming in, if you feel so inclined, you can tell me your name and location in the comment there. I could probably see your name, but you can tell me your location in the comment section there. I might start doing my lives more on Facebook. I've been doing these on IG, by the way, so those of you who don't know, I do these lives on Instagram all the time. If you're not following me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is, you already know my name, so I'll be easy to find. Y'all know how to use the internet and social media. So just look up Dre Baldwin on Instagram. You'll see me over there. But I might start doing it more on Facebook because I can do more with the live after I'm done on Facebook than I can on Instagram. Instagram kind of limits me. So Devin, what's going on? Brandon is in here in Texas. We got Devin in North Carolina. What we're going to talk about here today is why you need to be outside more often. I was talking about this on my Instagram story earlier this morning. So if you're not following me on Instagram, again, follow me on Instagram. Shout out to Deborah checking in from Houston, Texas. They should be sharing my IG stories also to my Facebook story, but I don't think it does all the time. I don't know exactly what's up with Facebook stories, but they don't always share it to both platforms. But anyway, make sure you follow me. If you follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram. If you don't really use Instagram a lot, then good news for you is, like I said, I'm going to start doing these lives more on Facebook too, because I can do more with them after I get done with them on Facebook than I can on IG. So just to introduce myself, for those of you who might not know me, even though you might be following my page, you might not really know who I am. My name is Dre Baldwin. I'm a former 9-year pro athlete. I'm the author of 31 publications, including these books you see behind me. That's Work on Your Game right here. This is the third day. That's the Mirror of Motivation. That's the Overseas Basketball Blueprint. Those are my overseas books. That's the Work on Your Game System Manual. That's 30 Days of Discipline. I got a bunch of other books. But I created this whole framework and brand called Work on Your Game. It's all about taking the mental tools and skills that you need to succeed in sports and applying those tools at work and in everyday life. And specifically, my framework is all based around, we start with the foundation of mindset, discipline, confidence, mental toughness, personal initiative. And then on top of mindset, we build strategy, accountability, and execution. So people can get to where they want to get to. First of all, starting with being who you need to be. And the topic here today, again, I'm talking about being outside, why this matters and why it's an important thing. This is especially important for those of you who are you're trying to get yourself seen, heard, and known. Doesn't matter what you're doing. You could be an athlete trying to make it in high school or college or pro. You could be a person in the workforce. You're trying to get your next job opportunity. You could be an entrepreneur. You have a product or a service that you want to sell and you want more people to know about it. So, of course, you can sell your product and make more money. You could be a single man or woman trying to find that right man or woman for your relationship. You can build a family. You can build a life with. You could be a social media influencer or a prospective social media influencer, and you want more people to know about you so you can be more social and you can have more influence. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Being outside is the key for you getting seen, heard, and known. And when I say outside, and any of you who's not familiar with my work, understand that I mean this metaphorically. I don't literally mean that you have to be outside in the open air where, it might be cold or hot or raining, but it could mean that. It could mean that at the same time. I mean it literally. I could mean it literally. I could also mean it metaphorically, but you have to understand this. And if you haven't heard me talk like this before, then that means you probably are not listening to my Work on Your Game masterclass. That's my podcast, comes out every single day. You can listen to that by going to workonyourgamepodcast.com. So I got 5 things I want to tell you here today real quick about being outside. And if anybody has a question or comment about anything I say, go ahead and post it in the comment section. I will address it. So number 1, 5 things. Number 1, what does it mean to be outside? Being outside means you are making yourself actively available to and around other people. You have to be where people are. This is one of the most important things that you can do, again, for your life, for your career, for your business, for your name, for your brand. If you have any of those things and you want people to know about them, you have to be where people are. You cannot just be by yourself, sitting on the couch, hoping that opportunity comes and finds you. You have to go to where the opportunity is at, where the people are. Any of you follow my Instagram story or my Facebook story, if they're posting over here to Facebook, I don't know if they are, but if you aren't, make sure you follow me on these stories and you see all the time I'm outside. I'm literally outside all the time. I take a walk a couple times every single day. A lot of times when I'm working, unless I'm doing something where I have to be like in a quiet place and I have to be like in a secluded area, like if I'm doing a Zoom call or I'm on a call, I'm giving a call or I'm a member of a call. Like I got a call coming up at 11:30 where I'm in a coaching program that I'm in, not my program, but that I'm in. I got to be quiet, so I'll be in the house. Or if I'm doing a Zoom call, like tomorrow when I do my mastermind call, I need to be quiet, so I'm in the house and I need a solid Wi-Fi connection. But if I'm doing something like writing or I'm handling email or I'm doing something on anything that I can just do with regular internet and I don't need quiet, I don't mind if there's people around me, I'm usually outside doing it. Whether that's in my building, I go to the amenities area because there's people there. Or I might go to like a Starbucks or a Capital One Cafe or a place where other people can gather, but we have internet connection. I go in those places and I do my stuff. Why? Because it makes me available to other human beings. Why do I want to be available to other human beings? Because that's how I meet people. That's how I make connections. That's how I get seen. I have a brand. I have a business. I want people to know that I exist. I'm not trying to be secret out here. I want people to know that I'm out here. That's what it means to be outside. So go somewhere where people can actually see you, where people can engage with you. So even when I'm outside, I'm not sitting there like with some big headphones on my ears and not oblivious to other human beings. I might have an AirPod in, like one AirPod in, but people can approach me. Any of you ever seen me? I live in South Florida. I live in Miami. Any of you ever seen me outside? Y'all know. I don't know if anybody watching this ever seen me, but if you've seen me outside, you know. I'm approachable. You can approach me. You can say what's up to me. I'll shake your hand. I'll talk to you. You can tell me you see me on YouTube. It happens all the time when I'm outside. And the reason why it happens is because people are comfortable because they see me. I'm out there and I'm not trying to avoid human beings. There's a lot of people out here who claim that they want to be seen, heard, and known, but then you have very poor people skills. You have very weak communication skills. You seem like you are like annoyed or bothered, or you kind of like people have this aversion to human beings. You cannot build a brand and get seen, heard, and known if you have an aversion to people and you're not comfortable talking to actual humans. Be around humans and then be willing to talk to them when they come around. So that's number one. That's what it means to be outside. Number two, we're talking about being outside. And I just spoke on this. You have to be confident and approachable. Just as a human, forget what you're trying to do career and professional wise. But you got to be confident as a human if you're going to be outside and you want people to approach you. You want people to feel comfortable talking to you, talking about you. You want them to engage with your brand and your business and what you're doing. They have to feel like they have some type of connection with you. And that doesn't mean they have to have known you for 10 years. They just have to feel like when they see you, do you look approachable? Do you seem like the type of person they would want to talk to or that they could even talk to? I got all these books you see back here behind me. People are not going to go read those books if they come across me. Let's say you met me at the mall or something and it seemed like I was kind of like antsy about talking to people, or I appeared unapproachable, or I didn't have really good social skills, or I just didn't know how to hold a 30-second conversation. You're probably not going to go get one of my books. You're probably not going to join one of my programs. You probably might not even want to listen to my show. Why? Because the human interaction just wasn't there. You got to have solid people skills if you're going to be outside, because people will come around. And contrary to what you may notice about a lot of people these days, and it is a thing that a lot of people have their heads all in their phones, and some people just are awkward socially simply because they grew up always being on the phone. They don't know how to actually hold a face-to-face conversation without a phone. There are still many people who know how to do that, and human beings are social creatures. Regardless of what we're doing on our devices, human beings are and will always be social creatures. So if you have solid social skills, getting yourself seen, heard, and known, one simple way to do it is to be outside where things are happening, where people are at. And when your social skills are solid enough, that will help build your reputation in your space, help more people know who you are, and hopefully it'll help them take the next step, whatever that next step is going to be in your business, whether that's signing up for your free newsletter, buying your book, signing up for your course, getting into your coaching program, whatever it's going to be. But those people skills still matter, all right, regardless of the fact that some people just have all their interactions through Facebook DMs and all that stuff. Solid people skills still matter. Have an approachable energy. All right, learn how to smile. All right, look at people in the eyes. Learn how to make eye contact. Say hello to people. All right, this is still a thing. All right, this is not going away. It might seem like it's going away. Maybe it seems like it's on life support, but it's actually not. All right, have a positive energy, have an approachable energy. because when you're around people, people are judging that, and we make snap judgments about people very quickly, not based on the words that they say, but on the energy that they have. Most communication is nonverbal. It is not what you say, it is how you show up. It is what your body language is saying. What is your energy saying? How is your approachableness when people see you? That's how people are making decisions about you. It is not based on your words. So you don't have to be this eloquent, no Barack Obama speaker. You just have to be approachable in your energy. When people feel you're approachable, then they'll feel like they like you and know you and trust you, even if they've never talked to you before. Number 3, we're talking about being outside here today. If you are an entrepreneur or a freelancer, I just talked about this. You cannot spend your whole days, your entire days in your cave. Whether if you work from home, if you have an office space, if everything you do is on the internet, do not spend all of your days just in your house, locked up, looking at the 4 walls and looking out the window, but never actually being outside where people are, especially based on the nature of your work and what you're doing. I would assume, actually, I noticed to be true. Every business, your sales happen with people. All right, you can't sell something to a computer. You don't sell things to a system. You sell things to human beings. Even if you're selling B2B, meaning business to business, all your sales go to business companies, not to actual individual people. Those are still human beings, right? So that means you still got to have the people skills to talk to human beings. Learn to talk to people. This is a very important skill, especially if you're selling B2C, meaning you're selling directly to consumers. So I write books. I sell books directly to people who you might work at Walmart or CVS, or you might be a student, or you may be an entrepreneur. You might work in finance, or you're trying to figure out what to do in your life. I sold to all of those different types of people. I know because they text me every single day. In my text community, my number is 305-384-6894. By the way, any of you want to text me, get my daily motivation. I have sold things to all different types of people from all different levels. People who are making no income, people who are making 7 figures income, and everybody in between. So I need to make myself available to all those different types of people. That doesn't mean I'm just standing outside waiting for somebody to talk to me, but it also does mean that even though I work online, I could technically, if I wanted to, I could just lock myself in the house for 7 days straight and only just do my work and just be on the internet. And the only way I interact with people is through this right here. I don't do that. I still go outside. I'm still available. I still will shake people's hands. I still talk to people. I still take selfies with people out in the streets. Why? Because that's the business that I'm in. I want to be seen. I want to be heard. I want to be known. I want people to get that personal interaction with me, because when you have a personal interaction with someone, you buy deeper into what they're doing and what their message is than if you're just reading them or looking at them or you see their pictures. So that's why, especially for you entrepreneurs who are working online, or you influencers who are posting your stuff on social, and that's where you're getting all your attention from, don't just stay there and not do anything else. Make sure you are going to other places where people can actually see you and you are discoverable. That's the whole point. Be discoverable to where people can actually see you and be outside. This means not only offline, but also online. Be outside to where you can engage with people. And that's why I do these live streams, because this is a way for people to engage with me, even if you might not leave a comment or anything, but actually seeing me live. And yes, I'm talking to you right now. It's 10:55 Eastern AM when I'm doing this right now. This is more outside than if I just post a picture or just a status update. Number 4, we're talking about being outside. If you are looking for your next opportunity, you don't even know what it is right now. You're just trying to get your thing going. You're trying to build some momentum for your business or your life or whatever it is. Your next opportunity is not just you sitting in the house and hoping that your inbox starts lighting up or that your phone starts ringing. Sometimes you got to go out and you got to knock on some doors. Sometimes you got to go out and you got to dial some phones. Sometimes you have to go out and you have to shake some hands. You got to start some conversations where a conversation wasn't happening. That your next opportunity usually is not going to just come to you unless you have done something to start generating some momentum for that next opportunity. So my question to you is, what are you doing to generate your next opportunity? What are you doing to get people to notice you and find you and to discover you? You got to be discoverable. Any of you who's followed me for any amount of time, you see how much I'm posting. Even if you only follow me on this, I'm doing this on Facebook. If you only follow me on Facebook, and I'll probably take this video and I'll put it on YouTube. If you only follow me on YouTube, if you only follow me on Instagram, if you only listen to my podcast, if you only are on my list and you only get my emails and you don't know about any of this other stuff that I do, Notice that I'm visible and I'm discoverable on all those platforms because I'm consistently publishing. I'm consistently sharing something. I'm consistently saying something and showing you what I'm about, what I'm doing, what I'm thinking, how I feel about something, what my opinion is. I'm always sharing those things because I need to be discoverable. And my next opportunity is going to be from somebody like you coming across my material and saying, damn, this guy sounds like he knows what he's talking about. I like what he said on that subject. You might even disagree with something that I say and want to engage with me, but you'll know that you can engage with me. You might decide, all right, I'm going to subscribe and listen to his show a little bit more. I'm going to follow him and see what else he says because I like this last thing that he said. Those are all parts of being discoverable. Your next opportunity comes from people being able to see you. This is why you got to be out there. Don't just sit in your office and hope that the opportunity finds you, because it probably will not. A lot of people trick themselves into believing that. That's not the way it works. So that's number 4. Number 5, we're talking about how to be discoverable. All of this that I'm talking about right now, it's all about making yourself available for luck. One of the easiest ways to get lucky in life is you have to be where the luck is happening. What is luck? As the saying goes, luck is when preparation meets opportunity. So if you're prepared, that means you're working on your game consistently, which all of you should be, because I got a podcast called Work on Your Game. So if you don't know how to work on your game, go listen to it. It's free. It's on Apple, Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube. You know how to find that. I got a book right here called Work on Your Game. So if you haven't read that, you get that by going to workonyourgamebook.com. I'll put the link in the description or in the comments after this video is over. So you know how to work on your game. That's the preparation. What's the opportunity? The opportunity are the people who discover you, the people who hear about you, the people who see you, the people who watch you, the people who read you. All of those things happen when you go to where the people are at. Again, do not sit around and hope that they come to you. I knew this person who was a personal trainer, and I was saying to them, and they were talking about how they needed more clients because one of their clients was going out of town and this client was canceling and they were losing clients and they need to get more clients. And I said to them, okay, well, what are you going to do to get more clients? And they said, well, I'm not quite sure. And I said, well, look, why don't you do this? Next time you go to that building where you train clients, because they were training this client in a condo, I said, why don't you just print up some flyers and then go to the management and say, look, can I put a couple of my flyers up in the gym of this building so that the 300 people who live in this building, when they come to the gym, they'll see my flyer and maybe a couple of them might call you and boom, you get yourself some new clients. And you go to every condo around here, because where I live is a bunch of condos. Go to every condo around here, put your flyer in there, give out your business card, whatever you got to do. And hopefully a couple of those people call you, you at least get a chance to show your game. And I was telling them this and explaining this. It took me like 2 minutes. And this person said to me, well, I mean, that's okay, Dre, but, I like when the clients come to me. Well, of course. Like, don't we all love it when all the opportunity and all the business and all the money just comes to us and we don't have to do anything? Of course we do. But usually in life, it doesn't work that way. Usually it doesn't happen that easily. And if it does, it's either because we laid some groundwork for that stuff to come to us or we got lucky. So unless you already laid the groundwork, you don't want to sit around hoping on luck. So this luck, and when preparation meets opportunity, that's when luck happens. The preparation is you working on your game. Opportunity is things that you can create by making yourself discoverable and being outside. So everybody got that? Those are the 5 things about being outside. Let me recap them real quick. And if anybody got a question or a comment, post in the comments. I'll address them in 1 second. So 5 things. Number 1, being outside means being actively available and discoverable so that people can actually find you. Number 2, be confident and approachable. Have some actual people skills. If you don't have people skills, I have a course called People Skills that's available at workonyourgameuniversity.com. That's workonyourgameuniversity.com. You must step up your people skills so that you can be effective while you're being outside. You don't want to be outside and be unapproachable. Number 3, if you're an entrepreneur or a freelancer, do not just stay in your office or in your home all the time being on the computer. I know that's where all your work happens, but don't just do that all the time because you will never be around any new people and things can become dull. You don't want that to happen. You got to be where opportunity is happening, even if that means every Thursday or Friday, go to an event, go to a networking event, go to a Starbucks and do your work. Go somewhere where you can sit with your computer and there's actual humans walking around. All right, be around people. All right, do not be afraid of people. I know everything happens on the internet these days, but there's a lot of stuff happening off the internet that can lead to things that happen on the internet. Be around people. Number 4. If you are looking for your next opportunity probably is not just going to come find you while you're sitting in your house and the door is locked and nobody even knows that you live there. Go to where human beings are interacting and engaging. There are plenty of places. I was just this week, I was just in my hometown, Philadelphia. I was outside all day, every day. And even when I go back, listen, I go around my block, around my neighborhood, anywhere that I used to be, and I moved out of Philadelphia over almost 15 years ago. People still know me there. Why people know me? Because I was always outside. People knew me because I was around. People could see me every single day. They knew who I was. They know where I'm at. Even years later, I come back, people still know who I am because I was always outside. Number 5, this is all about making yourself available for luck. Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. The preparation is you working on your game. The opportunity is where the other human beings are. Think about who your target clients and people are. What are you doing to get yourself in front of those people and make it possible that those people can find out that you exist? If you're not doing anything, you're not outside. You're in the house. Problem with being in the house is nobody can find you when you're in the house. All right, that's the reason why we have houses, so that we can go away and hide from people. But you can't hide from people all day. All right, you can't be a business person and say that you want to be seen, heard, and known, but you're in the house hiding from humanity all day, every day. That doesn't make any sense. So these are the 5 things you need to understand about being outside. Now let me see if if there was a question or something that I could address right here. Brandon said, I've been listening and following you for years. Thank you. I appreciate you, Brandon. Angelo, what's up, Angelo? Shout out from the Philippines. Shout out to the Philippines. I know I got a lot of fans out there in the Philippines who've been watching the broadcast. So, like I said, I'm going to be doing these broadcasts more often on Facebook. That's where I'm doing this. I will post this to YouTube as well. I'll download and put it on YouTube. But I could do more stuff with the lives when I do them on Facebook than when I was doing them on Instagram. So those of you who are only following me on IG and not on Instagram know it's completely different audiences, even though it's about the same number of people. I will be doing these more often, so y'all stay tuned. I don't know what they get. They got notifications on Facebook, so put your notifications on for when I go live. I will be doing more. I'll be looking around on Facebook so I can learn more about what I can do with the lives on here. And that's that. Everybody have a great afternoon. Oh, yeah, make sure you text me. Can I put a comment in here? That's the one thing that I'm not sure I can do. Can I put a comment in here? I don't think I can. I don't see a way to do it. If there is a way, I don't know a way to do it. So, wait, let me see one more time. Is there a way to get any better light? No, I don't think there's a way. Anyway, I'll learn about it. Oh, wait a minute. Here it is. Yes, here it is right here. All right, so if you want to get my daily motivation text, all you got to do is text me at that number right there. That's where I send out my daily motivation every single day to everyone who is in my text community. And if you want to get my Work on Your Game book, that is the link right there. That's workonyourgamebook.com. So, all right. That's my daily motivation text, that number. My book is workonyourgamebook.com. I'll be doing more lives on here, and I'll learn more about how to use this platform. I'm a fast learner on the internet. Trust me, I'm always outside. So everybody have a great afternoon. Work on your game.